They say the coldest place on Earth is Antarctica, but that's not entirely true. There are places in the Arctic where it's even colder. Temperatures there can reach minus 120 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 80 degrees Celsius.
Damn.
And if you were to climb Mount Everest in the winter, you'd find yourself in such an environment. Our story begins with a young woman named Erica who decides to conquer the world's highest peak. She's a talented climber, strong and agile, but her greatest strength is her indomitable will. No matter how dangerous the climb, no matter how great the risk, she isn't afraid of anything. But this time, Erica makes a fatal mistake. She underestimates the power of the elements. A blizzard is brewing, and soon the mountain is engulfed in a thick layer of snow. Visibility drops to zero, and Erica finds herself lost and alone. The wind is blowing at 80 miles per hour, and temperatures have dropped to 60 degrees below zero. Her body begins to freeze, and soon her muscles stiffen up. This is it. She won't make it. It's just as she's about to give up, a miracle happens. A strange-looking man stumbles out of the snow. He looks like an ice sculpture, all pale skin and frosty beard. But what's most shocking is the pair of horns growing out of his head. Before Erica can scream, he plunges a finger into her chest, just like a doctor checking a patient's pulse. Then he pulls his hand away quickly, as if he just burned himself. When he looks at Erica again, there's a hint of a smile on his frozen face. "You're still alive," he says. With that, he vanishes into the swirling snow. At first, Erica doesn't understand what happened. But soon the pain in her chest subsides, and she feels stronger than ever before. She continues climbing, reaching higher and higher, until she finally reaches the summit. Overjoyed, she raises her arms in victory, only to notice something strange. Her hands are covered in frost, and each of her fingers has a horn growing out of it. It looks like the old man has somehow transferred his icy powers onto her. But suddenly, the ground beneath her feet starts to shake. A giant ice worm made its way to the surface. It must have been attracted by the old man's energy signature. Now Erica has only one way to defend herself. Using her new powers, she freezes the worm solid and crushes it to death with a rock. She had gained the ability to control ice and snow. She could sense the cold and heat energy signatures of others from miles away. And she could even use this energy to heal herself. In other words, she was now a Frostbite Zero, an ice elemental. But she doesn't have time to get used to her new abilities because right behind her, another ice worm is slithering out of its hole. This one is much bigger than the last. It's over 50 feet long, with jaws like a crocodile's and eyes like glowing embers. But Erica is ready for it. With a flick of her wrist, she creates a shield of ice to protect herself, and then uses her newly grown ice claws to attack. The battle is fierce, and the creature is strong, but in the end, Erica's powers prove too much for it. She freezes the worm solid, and then blasts it apart with an ice shard. Safe at last, Erica decides to use her powers to help others. She helps stranded climbers, heals injured animals, and protects the local villages from the ice worms. Over time, she becomes a local legend, the mysterious Frostbite Zero who protects the Arctic from harm. As for the old man with the horns, some say he was a shaman who lived in the mountains. Others say he was an ancient spirit of the ice. But whatever the truth may be, no one knows for sure.